The ride-sharing firm Uber will, for the first time, allow users to hail self-driving cars later this month, it has been reported. According to Bloomberg Businessweek, Uber's chief executive Travis Kalanick said the launch would take place in Pittsburgh, in Pennsylvania. At first, the vehicles will be supervised by a driver, who can take control if necessary, and an observer. Uber eventually hopes to replace its 1 million drivers, Bloomberg said. Customers in Pittsburgh will request rides as usual via the Uber app, but trips in self-driving cars will initially be free, according to Bloomberg. Uber has not yet responded to a request for comment. Volvo collaboration. However, Volvo has said it is taking part in a joint project between Uber and the carmaker. Both Uber and Volvo will use the same base vehicle for the next stage of their own autonomous car strategies, the firm said. This will involve Uber adding its own self-developed autonomous driving systems to the Volvo base vehicle. Engineers from both companies would collaborate on the project, the firm added. This alliance places Volvo at the heart of the current technological revolution in the automotive industry, said Håkan Samuelsson, president and chief executive of Volvo. The Bloomberg story notes that the Volvo deal will not be an exclusive one, and that Uber plans to work with other car makers in the future. Analysis. Travis Jones, technology correspondent. Uber's hard-charging founder Travis Kalanick has been outlining the vision of a self-driving fleet for some years, but it always sounded like a long-term vision akin to Elon Musk's plan for a settlement on Mars. Indeed, 2 years ago the company's operations director Ryan Graves told me that focusing on self-driving cars was a fool's errand in the short term and that nobody would be getting in one in the next few years. So the news that self-driving Ubers will be available to customers in Pittsburgh later this month comes as a huge surprise. It will be a wake-up call to Google, which has done so much work in this field but has yet to launch any kind of commercial service, and to Mr. Musk's Tesla, currently battling adverse publicity over the reliability of its autopilot function. It is also a measure of just how much money Uber has invested in its automated driving research program, but having raised over $10 billion £7.6 billion from backers, the company has plenty of financial firepower at its disposal. One caveat, however: the self-driving Volvos picking up Uber users will still have a human in the driving seat as a supervisor. Even if Uber was confident enough in the technology to dispense with a human, neither Pittsburgh nor any other city is ready to adapt its regulations to allow completely autonomous driving. And that means that Uber's latest coup is an impressive piece of marketing for its vision of the future of transport, but will prove a very expensive way of carrying people around for some years to come.